Hey guys, so we're going to do, as the title card said, we're going to do an example problem of Heron's formula. We have already talked about what Heron's formula is. You should have the formula in your notes already. We're going to just throw in an example here to go with that. So we've got kind of our example. We're supposed to be finding the area of this kind of tealish problem right here, and we're going to do that with Heron's formula, and we need to use Heron's formula instead of our old school formula, because we specifically don't know the height of this triangle, because that would be this right here, right? This altitude. We don't know that, and since we don't know that, but we do know all the sides, we can use Heron's formula. So Heron's formula is, I forgot to close up this parentheses, so let's do that. There we go. Now, so Heron's formula is the area of the triangle is S, and we'll talk about what S is in a minute. The square root of S times S minus A, and A is side A, and then times S minus side B, so the next side, and then S minus C, which would be the third side, and S, I've already got on here, you already have in your notes, that S is 1/2 times the sum of the sides. So let's do that with kind of this example over here. So we're going to start out by finding S, which is going to be real easy, because all we have to do to find S is just plug the sides into the formula. So we're going to put 5 plus 7 plus 8 in there. Oops, you have to write 8 or else it won't work, right? So we're going to add that up and then divide it by 2. We're going to bring in our calculator here and do that so you can see what we're doing. You could do it by hand, of course, or in your head if you're good at mental math, but I'm going to show all the bits with a calculator on here. So we're going to do 5 plus 7 plus 8. And then we're going to multiply that times 1/2, which is the same as dividing it by 2. All right, which that we definitely could have done in our head. And for sure, because 20 divided by 2 is easy, that's 10. So our S in this particular problem is 10. Right? So that's easy peasy. So we're going to plug that in here, and then we're going to plug ABC in there as well. So the area of this triangle using Heron's formula is the square root of 10 times 10 minus 5 times 10 minus 7 times 10 minus 8. The order doesn't matter here, right? Multiplication is commutative, right? So we can move these around and it'll work out just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and show this in multiple steps. We could plug it all in the calculator and roll with it, but we're going to take our time to make sure we see all the things. So 10 minus 5, of course, is 5. Sorry, I have a tickle in my throat tonight. And then 10 minus 7, of course, is 3. And 10 minus 8 is 2. So then we multiply all those together. Get 45 times 2, so it looks like 90. If I made a mistake, you can put it in comments or in our Discord server, but, you know, it'll be fine. So where did I get 15 times? What am I saying? I think I did make a mistake. Hold on. 15 times 2 is 30. I was about to make a way off mistake. Somehow I got 90. That doesn't make any sense. So how about 15 times 2 is 30 times 10 is 300. Or thought about a different way, 10 times 5 is 50. Times 3 is 150, times 2 is still 300. Yay. So the area of this triangle, we're gonna get this in exact terms, and then we're gonna also get it in a decimal equivalent as well. So if we want to simplify this radical, because this is pre-cal after all, we can split this up into things that we can find the square root of. The square root of 100 is 10, so we're looking for perfect squares here, so that's easy peasy. So we can split this, of course, into square root of 100 times the square root of 3, right? seen this before. Square root of 100 is 10. So this would be 10 times the square root of 3 in exact terms. We're going to put the word units squared on there because it's area. And then we can go ahead and pretend like this maybe was a word problem or something and get the decimal equivalent. That we'll need our calculator for. We're going to grab our square root button and type 300 in there. You could also do 3 times the square root, 10 times the square root of 3. You'll get the same answer. So it is approximately equal to 17.32. Approximately equal to 17.32 units squared. And that's all there is to using Heron's formula. It's really pretty straightforward. It's not that hard. Hope this was helpful. We'll see you in the next one.